9 hours today dealing with one rental agency. So there's this agency that manages serviced apartments, and apparently there's a new law for tourist rentals that there are certain types of apartments that have different rent controls that are can only be rented for up to 11 months. They're not for long term, they're for medium term. And there's a beautiful little apartment, very small, 30 or 33 square meters, with a view of the ocean and beach from every single window. So I loved it, and it would be good for a temporary place. Small, but very pretty. And I go on their website, and there's a contact form. So I think this was Friday. I fill in the contact form and say, I'm interested in this apartment for these dates. Nobody gets back to me over the weekend. Monday they get back to me. And I think it must be a robot answer, an AI answer, because this AI told me that I have to contact them via WhatsApp. So why do you have a contact form on the web? I don't know. Okay. So this morning, while at breakfast, 9 a.m., I go on WhatsApp and I contact them, and finally I get a customer service rep. And I ask her about smoking, and she says she can't guarantee that nobody has smoked, even though they have rules against smoking. I say, okay, that's good. Can I make an appointment to see the apartment? And she says, yeah, I'll get back to you. And then about a half an hour later, because this apartment's so gorgeous, I open up the WhatsApp again and I say, okay, I changed my mind. I just want to reserve it without seeing it first. No answer. No answer. No answer. No answer. 10:30. Robot asks me how my chat was. I say bad. Nobody answered me. And then I copy and paste and send the same message again. I want this apartment. I want to reserve this apartment for these dates. Send. No answer. No answer. No answer. No answer. Another hour and a half. So it's noon. Robot asked me how was the chat. Say good or bad? I said bad. Nobody got back to me. Then I cut and paste the text again, send it off. I want this apartment for this dates. Blah, blah, blah. No answer, no answer, no answer, no answer. Okay, so around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, I go, did I call them? I called the office and I got another robot that said nobody's available. Try back later. Didn't give me an option to leave a message. So I go on the website again, and instead of doing the contact form, I press the chat button. Eventually, a real person comes online. I said, I want this apartment, particular apartment number, rental number for these dates. No answer, no answer. 20 minutes later, she comes back. No, she didn't come back. I said, are you still there? Are you still there? She comes back. She says, yeah, read this page from our conditions. She sends me the link, which I'd already read. So I went to the page again, and the page says, if you want to rent for longer than 6 months, you can't do it online. You have to contact us. So I come back, and I say, I read that page, and it says I have to contact you guys if I want to rent for longer than 6 months. No answer, no answer, no answer, no answer. 20 minutes. Are you still there? Oh, yeah, I'm still here. What do you want? I want this apartment for these dates. Oh, I get it. Go to your client portal. I don't have a client portal because I'm not a client yet. I'm trying to rent. Oh, bye. Hi, Hannah, are you still there? No, 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 no. Hannah, are you still there? Oh, yeah, I'm here. That apartment's not available for these dates. Well, it says on the website that that apartment becomes available on fill in the blank, which is the first date I put in for my rental. Oh, I see. Then she goes away. Nothing, 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 nothing. No, it's like 4:30 in the afternoon already, and I started at 9 o'clock. Well, I actually started 3 days ago. Same rental agency, same apartment. Okay. She says, but the landlord wants to rent it as soon as possible. I say, but it's not available until those dates that I put in. I see. Then she goes away. Wait. Hannah, are you there? Oh, yeah, I'm here. You know, I told you before, the current tenants have 2 weeks to decide if they want to renew their contract. Now, you didn't tell me before. Okay. It seems like they're not going to let me rent anything from them. I said, what else do you have with the great ocean views like this? She says, I'll show you in a minute. Yeah, right. So I went on the website. I checked in the filters, ocean view. Came back with 3 other apartments that were all available actually this week rather than a couple of weeks out, or 4 weeks out, whenever the fabulous apartment was available. So I see these other apartments, and then finally she comes back online and says, we don't have anything else with an ocean view. Oh my God. It's just so frustrating. And then at the end of the day, I get an email from what seems like a live person, which says, again, sends me the link to the conditions for renting, which say for 6 months you can rent online, but if you have to do it longer, you contact us in person. And if you have any other questions, contact us. Oh, yeah, right. Their website is really weird, too, because if you don't put in exact dates when the apartment is free, it says it's not available. So if the apartment were available, let's say from November 4th till July 1st, and you put in, I want to move in on November 4th and move out on July 2nd, it just bounces back and says the apartment's not available. It doesn't tell you you have to adjust your dates by 1 day. Oh my God, it's so frustrating. So this is a rental agency that handles service apartments. Is this too boring? I don't think so. Anyway, it's fucking insane. So then I go on these various aggregator sites, Idealista, Fotocasa, Abitaclia, Pisos.com, and I find these short-term tourista apartments, 11 months or less, through other agencies, and they're not serviced apartments, they're just regular furnished apartments. I write to 4 of them. This one woman gets back to me right away, but she doesn't answer. I asked her 4 questions. I think about dates it's available, is there smoking, can I do a virtual visit, and something else. She gets back to me, she answers 1 question, no smoking. So then I write to her again and I ask her the other 3 questions. She gets back to me and she answers 1 question. So I write to her back and answer 2 more questions, and, one. And then finally, she says, yeah, we can do a virtual visit like 4 days from now. Okay. And then I write and say, well, what app are we using? She says, I'll let you know that morning. Okay. Then the second person that I contacted on the website, second agency, finally got back to me 3 days later, says that apartment that you found on the aggregator site isn't available anymore. Nothing like, can I help you find something else? No, just goodbye. And the other 2 never got back to me, have never gotten back to me at all. It's fun. This is what I'm thinking. Did I already tell you guys this? Okay. So I want to buy a place because I hate to throw money down the toilet, which I think renting is. But according to the regulations for the type of visa that I have, which is non-lucrativo, I have a month since I arrived in the country to get a lease signed. And I actually had 3 months from when the visa was halfway approved to arrive in the country. And I just did that a day early. So theoretically, I have another month to get a lease signed. And then I have to go to the city hall and get empadronamiento, and then I have to take the empadronamiento to the police department and get my fingerprints and get my identity card. Okay, my lawyer says, okay, because of COVID, really, they're not enforcing the 1 month thing, and you have more time. I can't ask them to officially extend your time, because then they'd come back and say, no, she has to do it within a month. So just do it whenever you can. So my idea at first was to just get an apartment for the minimum amount of time, which at first she told me was a year lease, and then she told me 6 months, and then she told me probably if you get a 3 month with a 3 month option. And then I was going to buy a house really quickly, or a house or apartment. But then I realized, after walking around and checking out 12 or so neighborhoods, that I won't be able to buy a place really quickly, because one, I won't be able to figure out where I want to do it, and two, because of all the escrow and all the crapperoonie that you have to do. So I changed my mind about getting a short term, and I think I'll get an apartment for a year or 11 months, which will give me a lot more time to look for a permanent place. So that's my current plan. But nobody seems to want to rent me an apartment. And what else? My lawyer told me she'd set me up with a bank. There's a catch-22 that the bank won't let you open an account unless you have your identity card, but you can't get your identity card until you have a lease, and they won't give you a lease until you have a bank account. So she's going to set me up with a bank that'll let me open an account if I promise to bring my identity card in as soon as I get it. And that's what I did today. I spent like 9 or 10 hours on various electronic devices trying to get an apartment rented.